U.S. is the greatest nation in the history of the world. It is no wonder why people want to come here. We just ask that they do so lawfully.
Acting U.S. Attorney General Matthew Whitaker in Austin today to speak on the importance of a lawful immigration system here in the U.S. But immigrant families say they're finding it harder to seek asylum the right way. Eyewitness News border reporter Oscar Margain shows us one family's frustration.
Along this concrete barrier is where this Honduran father and 13 members of his family have lined up every night since Saturday. 4 children in the group, ages ranging 1 through 9, found rolled up in donated blankets, sleeping on the floor, exposed to the frigid weather as trucks zoom by next to them. 29-year-old Daniel, who chose not to give his real name, says his 6-year-old begged him last night to leave the Eagle Pass International Bridge for a warmer place. But that's not an option. One reason, explains Daniel's father-in-law, is to avoid roaming the streets of Piedras Negras at night out of fear of the cartel. The other reason, hope. Hope they get called by a U.S. immigration official who can process their asylum claims. Death threats and no jobs. Similar claims made by thousands of families fleeing Central America every year. But now, making an asylum claim at the ports of entry, as the Trump administration has encouraged people to do, has been harder lately as the waiting list continued to grow. The continued arrival of migrants and the limited number of credible fear claims processed by customs agents has saturated the shelters in Mexico and forced people to the streets. The dilemma this family is facing is they don't know where to sign up to this famous waiting list in order to get their asylum claim processed. CBP said in a statement, quote, individuals presenting without documents may need to wait in Mexico as CBP officers work to process those already within our facilities, end quote. In Eagle Pass, an average of 16 people get processed for asylum a day. Making these claims is a right that has been exercised increasingly by migrants, according to new CBP statistics released Monday, with 31% of all inadmissible cases at ports of entry being asylum claims. That's a 15% increase compared to last year. Adding to the crisis, the local government of Piedras Negras has stopped managing the queue of migrants as they prepare for a transition of power at the end of the year, leaving Daniel and his family with little to no other options. Reward comes after the suffering, he says. It is their faith in God that keeps their hopes alive that someone will help them into the U.S. In Eagle Pass, I'm Oscar Margain reporting.